Hey everyone. Hey everyone. So I am in Miami on vacation and I just wanted to do a quick Q&A. I'm letting my phone charge up before I go to the beach. So if you guys have any questions, just start asking. Once again, I'm doing a quick little Q&A. So if you have questions, just start asking questions. Is my screen turned over, or is it like horizontal, or is it um, up and down? Is it to the side? Okay, so once again, I'm doing a quick little Q&A. I'm waiting on my phone to charge up a little bit before I go to the beach. So I just left the ice cream museum out here in Miami, and it was so pretty. It was so fun. So yeah. Flip over. Yeah, it's not letting me like flip it over. Let me see. It's not letting me. Let me see. Uh, I'm trying to see. Should I leave it like this or no? See, it says it's locked. My questions aren't turning over. So let's see. Yeah, my questions are like backwards or sideways, so I can't read them. Okay, do I need to leave it like this way? Leave it this way or the other way? Move it back away from me. Like this? Like this? Okay, leave it like this. Okay, so yeah, I'm out here in my room. I'll show y'all outside. This is my view. You can't really see, but it's a beach. I mean, not a beach, but a pool, and then like a little sitting area. And yeah. So I'm just gonna wait till more people join, and then I'll start answering questions. Yeah. But like, it's so freaking hot out here. My favorite gel polish brand. To be honest, I don't have a favorite gel polish brand. All the ones that I have are pretty good, which is like Elite 99, Madame Glam, Jovamia. I have D&D and La Pomme. They're all really good. To be honest, I was just talking to somebody about that yesterday. I feel like it don't matter how much the polish is. Like Elite 99, it's pretty cheap, but like you need to know how to use it, so you can get like a $1 polish and you can make it work like if it was a $10 polish. So the price really doesn't matter as long as you know like how to polish the nail really good. When did you get your test hand? Where? Oh, I got it from eBay. I'll try to leave the link, or just comment below when I'm finished and I'll give you the link to it. How do you clean around a cuticle area to prevent lifting? Okay, whenever you lay your acrylic down before it dries, go back around a cuticle area with your brush. I don't have a brush with me. So like you just like literally go around a cuticle area and wipe any acrylic that's on the skin. Yes, I still do use the Madame Glam. I have about 10 polishes, and they're actually sending me more for Mother's Day. So I'll do a review on that. My favorite movie, yeah, I don't know. I like all the Tyler Perry movies. Um, does the monomer and powder have to be the same? I would say yes, they do have to be the same because you could have a chemical reaction with two different companies. So you want to make sure that you do use the same liquid and powder just to be safe. A good beginner drill. The one I use is pretty good. It's really inexpensive. Comment below after I'm done and I'll leave you the link to it. Have you ever used Broadway gel polishes? I didn't know they had gel polishes. So no, I only use their nail art polishes. Um, can you recommend any suggestions in opening your own website? I'm gonna do a video on that. I just haven't had time, but I will get a video on how I started my online website, which is pretty simple. I mean, there's nothing, you know, a lot of people don't want to say how they do it, but I mean, there's nothing to hide. I'll just do a video. I just haven't had time. No, I'm not Dominican, but while I've been out here in not Puerto Rico, while I've been out here in Miami, a lot of people think that I'm Puerto Rican, but no. Lamp desk recommendations. The lamp that I use I got from my local nail supply store. I'll try to find one on eBay and like leave the link to it, because at my local nail, like I was gonna order one on eBay, but it was like $50, and I went to my local nail supply store and the same lamp was only $15. But I'm gonna try to find a cheap one and I'll leave it in the description. How do you prevent lifting around the cuticle area? You need to make sure that when you prep the nail, you get all the shine off the natural nail. Even like after you dust it off, if you see any little like shiny spots, go back and file it again. And then after you apply your acrylic, make sure you go back and seal around that cuticle area really good, because that will cause lifting. Any water or anything that gets under there, like any water, any oil, just anything, it will cause the nail to just start lifting up. So make sure you go back and seal around that really good. What I think my light is a 48 watts. I'm not sure. I'll have to go back and look. But I did get another company to reach out to me, and they're going to send me a new light, and they're going to send me some more gel polishes. So I will be doing a review on that, because I know that the lamp that I'm using now is sold out a while back. So hopefully this one works really good, and I'll give y'all the promo code and the review. Why don't you mention polish colors and brand anymore? I do. Yeah, I always name it. Good brush, because I have a small hand and I want to know what size brush to use that I can control. I would say try a number 8. I do have a promo code for the alpha brushes, which is what I'm using right now, and I love them. So I would say go with a number 8, because it's really small and it's really good for beginners, because it's just small and you don't get, you know, a lot of product with it. So it'll be to the point where you can control all your product. One number brush is good. Right now I'm using a number 8 and a number 9. And I think I got a 10, 11, and 12. But for the most part, I've been using my 9 and my 10. If I'm doing long nails, I do a 10 because you're able to pick up a bigger bead. But if it's just like a fill, I use a 9 because it's smaller and it's in the shape, I think it's an oval shape. And they are on the, dang, what's the website? Alpha Brush website, and you can use my promo code, which is Natalie, Natalie 10, and I think that gets you like 10% off. Where do you get your gems from? Since your site is down, I have clients that love them. As soon as I get back home, hopefully my orders will be back in and I will be restocking. I'm currently a student, but I want to begin doing nails at home. Any tips or suggestions? Just practice. And you want to make sure that you look into your state laws and see what they require for you to be able to do nails at home. How can you prevent lifting? Same thing. Make sure that you file really good around the cuticle area after you apply your acrylic. And I think like I'm 100% sure that that's what it is, because you know, like even when I started doing nails, that was my biggest thing. I wasn't able to like prevent lifting, but that's what it was. I wasn't filing around the cuticle area really good. And even now, like if I was to do a full set with just a hand file, like I can't do it. I'm sure I'll have lifting. That's why I always use a drill, because you can get really close to that cuticle area. So that's what you need to do. Thank you, Claudia. Your acrylic in bulk. You can just somebody said I can't find the video where you left the link to where you get your acrylic in bulk. Just go on eBay and just type in Mia Secret acrylic, and then they have different sizes, and I get the biggest bottle, which I think is like a 32 ounce. Does the Mia Secret liquid smells a lot? It's like a not natural, but a normal acrylic smell. Hard to do nails when I'm having. Wait, I want to do nails, but I'm having a hard time passing my math part for my HISA. What are your reviews on doing nails without a license? I mean, if you're in school, I guess you just need to study and go ahead and get your license out of the way. Are you going to have Chrome on your website anymore? Yes, I'm waiting on some of my orders to come in. Hopefully they'll be there when I get back and I'll be restocking. How long have you been doing nails? I've been doing nails since I was 15 years old, so it's been like 6 years now. Let me see. Can I teach y'all how to make a logo? I literally made my logo on my freaking phone, I think. Or on my laptop. I think it was like on Word. But there is this one guy on my Facebook that do logos. I'm not sure where he's from, but he's really, really good. So I'll leave his, not his Instagram name, but his YouTube name, or not YouTube, but his Facebook name on in the comments so you guys can reach out to him. And he's pretty affordable. I was gonna get my next one from him, but I'm not sure what I want my logo to be. No, I'm not Guatemalan or Honduran. Hey y'all, hey Moesha. After you pass your state board, did you work in a shop? No, I don't work in a shop. What size brush do I recommend to clean the edges? I use the Alpha brush. It's a French brush and a number 6. So if you just go on their website and click the, I think it's the cleanup brushes. I don't know. It's a small brush, but it's called a French brush. How to practice nail stripes for designs. I mean, the only thing you can do is just practice on like the little fake nail. That's really all you can do. Do I think of opening a nail salon in the future? No. That used to be my plan, but after I worked in a shop when I was younger, I think when I was 15 I worked in a shop, and after that I changed my mind. A lot of people ask me, here go another question, am I self-taught or did I go to nail school? I am self-taught. I did learn how to do nails before I started school, but I also went to school and I am licensed. I'm actually a licensed cosmetologist, but I only do nails. When I try to go around to seal it, to move the acrylic, it mixes with the liquid, and I mix the liquid and powder, it doesn't work the same. Acrylic. Make sure, I mean, just make sure that you're not patting too hard or you're not pushing the acrylic too hard. Just gently go around the cuticle area to clean it up. Can we see your nails? They are the gold little foil nails with a whole bunch of bling. Yeah, I feel like y'all can't see me. Here, that's better. Let me see. Can you talk about how you got more clientele? I'm struggling. I love your videos. Thank you. To get your clientele, what you want to do is just basically like do your friends, do your family, post a lot on social media, tell people to tell other people. And a lot of the time, if you're doing good work, people are going to ask like, oh, who does your nails or whatever. And then they're going to say, oh, well, such and such did my nails. And I mean, it's just word of mouth. Like people tell other people and then they reach out to you. But once again, just post a lot on social media, on Instagram, on Facebook, Twitter, whatever. And then you can also do little promotions. Like if you what am I trying to say? Like if somebody recommend 5 people to you, then you do a free fill or something. That way they're like, oh, you know, I have one more fill and then I'll get a free one. So it kind of excites them. So you can do something like that. And then also always remember to rebook your clients. So like before they even get up, take out your calendar and say, hey, you know, do you want to go ahead and rebook for your 2 weeks? And that way you have them like coming back all the time. That's why I'm not taking new clients right now, because I have so many regulars that, you know, like by the time they come and they reschedule, like my next week is like booked already. So that's why you want to make sure you rebook your clients. Do you have any hobbies? No, all I do is go to school and do nails. That's it. What do you have to do for the giveaway? I'm not sure. I haven't made up my mind on that. But remember, whenever I hit 50,000 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway. And it's going to be, I think I'm going to do one thing, not one thing, but one of each thing from my website, and then I'm probably gonna add some more stuff. So once again, for my giveaway, I haven't posted the rules. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it soon, but I'm gonna be giving away everything from my website, one thing of each. Do you have to use a cleaning wipe 100% alcohol after curing your gel to prevent stickiness or on your nails? Like, do you have to? That's only if you use the top coat that's, if you use a top coat that you have to clean off, then yes. But if not, you don't have to clean it off. Hey. Yes, so if you use a top coat that is a non-cleanse, then you don't have to wipe it off. But if you use a regular top coat that you do have to wipe off, then you'll have to use an alcohol wipe. Or yeah, I would just say use an alcohol wipe, because if you use the cotton ball, it will leave lint on the nail, and that's really annoying. Thank you so much. I was using a 10. Yeah, the 10 is pretty big. I would say use the number 8 brush. Have you ever pressed? Yes, whenever I first started, I was I think I was charging like 25 for something on every nail, and then I went up to 40 or 45. Yeah, somebody said I recently ordered an alpha brush because you recommended them, and I really like them. Yeah, they're really good. That's what I'm using right now. What top coat on the cheap side will work with the hollow powder? I use the IBD gel top coat, and it's like $10, and it goes a really long way, so I really recommend that one. Does the monomer smell bothers people you live with? No, they're used to it now. I've been doing it for so long that they're so used to it, like we can't even smell it anymore. How would you change your prices without being rude? The way to change your prices would just basically be to tell people ahead of time, like, hey, you know, after a certain day my prices will be going up this amount. I guess that's the only way to do it. Why don't you shop on Amazon? I think it's a little more expensive, but I've always been an eBay person. What do you recommend, polish over colored acrylic? I would say yes, I recommend polish over colored acrylic, because like, what if somebody gets like black acrylic and then the next time they come they want clear nails? That means that you would have to take off the acrylic and do a whole new set. So for me, I feel like that would be, not saying that it's too much work, but if it was me, I wouldn't want to have to keep soaking off my nails every time, if that makes sense. What brand do you use for colored acrylics? The only colored acrylics were the ones that I made, and there is a video on how I made them. So it's not an actual brand. I mixed them with the colored powder and then my OPI acrylic. Let me see. Did you move to Florida yet? When you do, can you be my nail tech? Oh no, I haven't moved here. I'm just on vacation. What cheap top coat works with the hollow powder? Once again, I use the IBD gel top coat. I am in Miami right now. Somebody just said, please let me know when you are in Miami. I'm in Miami right now. And I've already met 2 of my subscribers, so they were really amazing. We went out and had dinner, and then the next day I went to her shop and she did my pedicure. Okay, I have a question. I just started doing gel manicures on natural nails, but they keep breaking. Do you have any tips? Like, their natural nail breaks, or what breaks? Why did you change your mind? Change my mind about what? Do you need some type of certification or license in order to do nails like you from home? Sorry, I didn't know the answer. Yes, you do need a license. Please do my nails. I'm not here to work. I just came on vacation, so I don't have any nail stuff to do nails with. when you do a fill or on acrylic nails, do you file off the acrylic completely? No, whenever you're doing a fill, you don't file all the acrylic off. You just file it down so you can go back in and just refill it. But you do file off like the gel polish. When you do ombre, do you suggest putting a thin layer of clear acrylic first so when you change it for the next fill? No, I don't do a thin layer of clear. I just do my pink and white, and then over it I do clear. How long did school take? I did the high school program when I was in the 11th and 12th grade, and then one more year of college. So it took me 3 years, but that's because once again I did it through high school. So whenever I left high school, I had 720 hours, and then in college I only had to get another 700 and something. So it did take me longer, but it was free. How did you work in a shop at 15? Long story short, I wasn't there for long. I was only there for like 2 weeks, and then I quit. I walked out, never came back because it was just horrible. That's why I decided not to come back, or not. That's how I decided that I didn't want my shop, because it was just horrible. I just started doing nails, but every time I wipe my nail brush after patting the acrylic down, it ended up drying so fast for me to blend it down the nail. You might want to consider switching acrylics if it's doing that, or you want to make sure that your acrylic is not too dry, because that will make it dry really fast. How much do I charge for sets started? How much do your sets start off? Okay, so a full set with 2 designs is $30, and that could be rhinestones or whatever. And then something on every nail would be $45. And then if you get them longer, it's another $5. Well, it's $40 for something on every nail, and then if you get them longer, it's $5, an extra $5. So like $45. I know you use fine and medium drip bits. What are the numbers? Like an 8-round brush, for example. I'll leave the link to them in the description. Comment below and I'll let you know, because I can't remember. I think it's like BC3 and 2. I can't remember. Can I use the gel base as the primer? No, you can't. You have to use the actual base. Yes, I'll post this video. Somebody said, you okay? Yes, I'm okay. How do you handle clients of really bad cuticles before applying acrylic? Okay, so if your client has really bad cuticles, you want to make sure that you push back their cuticles, and then any extra, pieces that you need to cut off, then go ahead and do that. Or you can recommend to do a manicure before you do their acrylics. It changes the shape of the acrylic, and it's been cracking on some of my clients' nails. No one here can tell me. Maybe you're filing too hard, or are you sealing the edges with your polish? Like you polish the whole nail and then polish the edges as well. A lot of the time, if their nail is pretty thin, anything, if their nail bends, it will crack the gel polish. How long did it take you to finally get your acrylic to lay good by the cuticle area? To be honest, I don't know. I know whenever I was using the OPI acrylic, it was taking me longer to get it to not lift, but I thought it was something I was doing wrong, but it was just the acrylic. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, it was just the acrylic that was lifting. I talked to one of my subscribers the other day when we met up, and she was saying how she was having the same problem. She thought it was her, but it was just the acrylic. So you want to take that into consideration. Like if you keep getting lifting over and over and over again, and you're doing everything correct, then you might want to consider switching acrylics, because it could be the acrylic that's not staying on good. No, I don't use the Mia Secret top coat. I use the IBD gel top coat. What acrylic brush do you recommend from Sally's Beauty? None of them. You're wasting your money. Do not buy those brushes. I went through so many of those brushes. when I first started, and they were horrible. So you're better off just going on Alpha brushes and just getting some off of there, because they're even cheaper and they're so good. So once again, if you're going to Sally's to get your acrylic brushes, don't, because they suck. I wasn't a fan of the Alpha brushes. I really like them. I have like 4 or 5 right now, and I'm having no problems with them. They're really good. Um, how do you prevent cracking through the middle of the nail above the apex? You shouldn't be getting any cracking around the apex. Maybe it's because your nail is too thin around the apex. You want to make sure that you have that stress area. You want this to be thicker right here, because if not, anytime you bend your nail, it will crack right there. So if you're getting cracks, then that means that your acrylic is too thin around your stress area. I changed my mind about not wanting to open up a shop, only because when I was at the shop, like, they were there from the time it opened to the time it closed, 7 days a week, and they literally had no life. Like, they had 2 kids and they never got to see them because they were always at the shop, and I couldn't do that. Like, I need to be able to walk in and walk out as I please. I love how you let us know everything you use. Other girls on YouTube don't list anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything to hide. And that was my problem. I was having a hard time when I first started because nobody wanted to just like help. So that's why I'm doing this now. Was cosmetology school expensive? I think cosmetology school is around 20,000 right now. I think like Paul Mitchell, all of those schools, I think they're about 20,000 right now, but I didn't pay to go to school. I had a scholarship, so I didn't have to pay. Do I do manicures or manicures and pedicures? No, I don't do manicures or pedicures. I just do acrylic nails. I'll have to do another video about the shop because a lot of people are asking. Why don't you use the Asian monomer? Because it's MMA and it's cheap and it's not good for you. So you want to make sure when you're buying acrylic that it is not MMA acrylic, because it's horrible. And the way to know if you have MMA acrylic is whenever you're soaking it off, it gets really like sticky or gooey. So you want to be careful with that. Have you used a solar, or is it the same? Honestly, everybody has their own little like theory about the solar. I'm not really sure what it is because I just don't know. Do you have shaping tips and tips for chipping nail polish on gel and normal nails? I do have a video on how to shape nails. I will be doing an updated version. I mean, it's still the same technique, but I am going to be doing another one pretty soon. How do you build clientele? I've already talked about that. Remember to always rebook your clients. Tell people to tell other people, and just do little promotions. Do you consider doing nails as a passion of yours? Yes. I mean, it's not really just a hobby because I really enjoy it, and I don't know, it's just my job. By the way, do you buy the Alpha brushes online? Yes, they are online. Their website is alphabrush.com, and I do have a promo code, which is Natalie10. Yes, I mean, another thing would be, somebody just said you have to advertise and have people practice on, advertise for you. So yeah, I mean, even if you don't have somebody to practice on, you could always like go on Facebook and say like, hey, you know, I'm starting to do nails. Would anybody be interested in me working on them? And just to like get, you know, the word out there so people can start seeing your work. What kind of glue do I recommend? Okay, so to glue my tips down, I use the, what is it called? KDS. That's to glue the tips down. I use the KDS glue, which is on my website. Once again, I will be restocking soon. And then for my bling, I use the Mia Secret Gel Resin, which I get on eBay. Who is your favorite YouTube nail person besides yourself? To be honest, I haven't been watching videos, so I don't even know who all is out there. Because I just really don't have time to watch. Do I like kids nail brushes? Never used them, so I couldn't tell you. When is your site going to be taking new orders? Once again, when I get back, I will be restocking. I'm still waiting on a couple of orders, so I'll let you guys know when that's up. Is there a difference between gel and acrylic? Yes, gel is literally gel, like this. Do you see it? Like the liquid actual gel. And acrylic is actually, it's like powder and liquid. There's no such thing as powder acrylic or whatever. Liquid gel is actual liquid, and acrylic is your powder and your liquid. Is there acrylic you can buy in the store that you recommend? Honestly, the only thing I've ever used was OPI and Mia Secret. OPI, I ordered it online too because we don't have a lot of good nail supply stores around my area, so I ordered mine online. Do you do stamps? Any tips for silicone stampers? No, I had one stamp and I never knew how to use it. I don't know if it was too cheap and it just didn't work. I don't know. Somebody said, where are you? I am in Miami on vacation. Why did he stop using the Bondini glue? The only reason why I stopped using it was because, like, every time I put my brush back in the little bottle, like, I would get glue around the top of it, and it would just shut. Like, I wouldn't be able to open it again, and it would be, like, almost full, and it was nearly impossible to not get glue at the top of the bottle, so it would just shut, and I'll have to throw it away. So whenever I used up my last bottle, I still had 2 of the Mia Secret gel resins, so then I just stuck to that. And the only thing I didn't like about the Mia Secret gel resin was that it took a little bit longer to dry, but now I have the Mia Secret gel resin activator, which is the spray that helps the glue dry, so I'm having no problems with it, and all my bling is staying on really good. So there's nothing wrong with the Big Bondini glue. It still works really good. But once again, it was just really hard for me to not get glue around the top. And I think there's a couple of people that said they had the same problem. Why when you do foil nails, it comes out? I don't get the question. I use Soleil Bling Adhesive. I have heard of that one. I am going to try it out. I had a lot of people telling me about it. How long did it take you to feel confident about your sets? I don't know. I can't really give you a time because it's been so long. I don't know. Can you afford a vacation being a nail tech, or do you still have another job? No, the only thing I do is do nails. I mean, if you're a nail tech, it brings in a lot of money. So, I mean, just because I'm a nail tech don't mean I'm broke. I got money. Have you made back your investment into nails? Oh, of course. A long time ago, baby. What else? Somebody said, love my alpha brushes. Yeah, the alpha brushes are really good, and I never knew how, like, cheap they were. What do your clients ask for the most? I mean, all my clients really been getting coffin nails lately, and then they get a lot of bling. They're all just really different. With the foil nails, I apply the glue, wait till it dries, and then apply tip consequence. Does majority of your clients bring pictures or do you freehand? A lot of my clients do bring pictures. They do. Um, sorry, who was it? Bye, Nika? What was your question? Sorry. Um, chocolate one. What was your, or you said, does anyone have a drill suggestion trying to order one today? After this video, comment below and I'll give you the link to the one that I use. I hope you respond. She said, oh my God, I hope you respond to me. I love you so much, but I just want to know if you could speak Spanish. LOL, I just want to hear a few sentences because your accent is so thick. I know you're everything. I do have a video on, that I did in Spanish, so. What do you use to ventilate the odor? I don't do anything special. I probably should, but what you can do is just keep a fan going in your room and then crack a window. That way the smell will get out. Can you do a video on 3D flowers? I actually, I can't do any 3D flowers. I've tried. I've only done them one time, and they actually didn't come out too bad, but I'm not the best. I live in New York, so I was wondering about safety issues when I was working from home. Are you worried about your safety since you work from home? No, I mean, like I said, all my clients that I have now are regular clients, so I'm really comfortable around them. But what you can do, you know, if they message you on Instagram, just kind of look through their page and kind of see like what type of person it is. And then a lot of the people that I have, they were recommended by like friends or whatever, so like that was never a concern for me. I'm 21. Somebody just asked how old I was. I'm 21. Somebody said, I'm getting my nail license. How much can I charge? I would say just kind of like look around your area and see what they charge and kind of just do an average of what they charge and then what you want to charge. So like for me, like in my area, they probably charge about like 60, I don't know, so I kind of do an average, so I do like 45. That way you have an advantage because you're cheaper, so people will rather come pay $40 than pay 60, of course. Any nail supply websites? I kind of just order from everywhere. I think there's one that's called the Nail Source. I think that's what it's called, and I used to order from there, and they're really good. I've never tried the dip powder. Yeah, I've never tried that one. Can you please do square nails, like solid square, because you always do coffin and stiletto? All the sets that I do are on clients, so like my clients, they all really just get squared. I mean, not squared, but coffin, so I'll just have to wait till somebody get squared nails. What's the best acrylic brush size to begin with for acrylic application? Once again, if you are a beginner and you want to get a brush, I would say go with a number 8 or number 9 acrylic brush. Did you do nails for payments before you were licensed? I don't know if you should be charging or not. I did. Whenever I was in school, we weren't allowed to charge. They could tip us, but we couldn't charge. Or actually they did charge. The school did charge, but the money didn't go to us. It went to the school. What do you do if you get allergic reaction? To be honest, I've never had anybody get an allergic reaction, so I don't know. I kept getting upset with different nail techs and them not doing what I was wanting correctly, so after watching your videos I got the confidence to do my nails myself and they are bomb. Yes, I mean that was really my problem too. That's why I wanted to start doing nails, because like every time I went to the shop they never did what I wanted, or it just never came out how I wanted it. So that, you know, they say if you want something done correctly, do it yourself, so that's what I did. Do you prefer the one ball method or just keep applying acrylic? I've never done the one ball method because it just never worked for me. I just like applying acrylic as I need it. I got the acrylic from Sally's. Is that MMA? Mine's so sticky. Once I put it once I put it in the acetone and it dries super fast. Probably, I'm not sure. I've never used the acrylic from Sally's, but you want to just read the ingredients and it'll tell you on there. Can you use, yes, you can use a file on full sets. Yes, you don't have to use a drill. You can use a hand file, but like I said, for me, it's pretty hard to still prevent lifting with just using a regular hand file. Thank you, Vicky. If the acrylic is touching your skin, can you develop contact dermatitis? I think you can, so you want to make sure that you're not putting too much liquid around a cuticle. Whenever you go to clean around the cuticle area, make sure that you wipe your brush off on a paper towel. Yes, nail salons, I feel like they are always money hungry. They always charge for everything. They charge for length, for shape, for just anything. And that's what I don't like about it, because I feel like, I mean, how much longer is it really going to take to just shape a nail? It doesn't take that long. You're not using extra product. You're not, you know, you're not doing much extra, so why are you charging? And my thing is, like, I'm not paying for it, so I wouldn't expect one of my clients to pay for it either. Vicky said, you are so clear and consistent on explaining how you do nails. I'm doing good teaching myself thanks to you. Thank you. Hey, y'all. Somebody said, I saw your supply videos for acrylics and I went and bought the supplies. Can't wait for the shipment. Yes, I am going to be doing an updated, you know, version of all the materials you need for a full set, which is still the same. I had a couple of people asking me to do it, so I'm going to be doing a new one. Hey, Sasha. I love the nail tips you use. Where can I get them? Are they on your store? When does your stores have them, or can I order them? Once again, I am still waiting on some orders to come in, and then I'm going to restock my website. What's your option? What's your opinion on nail forms? I don't do build on nails. I have one client that I do build on nails on, and I mean, it's just a little bit harder. I feel like it takes a bit longer, so that's why I always use tips. I learned doing nails using tips, so that's why I stuck to it. But there's people that learn how to do nails with forms and they just stick to using forms all the time. But once again, I learned how to do nails using tips, so that's what I feel comfortable with. But I do know how to do sculptured nails. Does the Mia Secret monomer smells bad? I mean, it's just the natural, or like the normal monomer smell. It's not too strong, you know, it's not odorless either. Somebody said, is your ears hurting because of the big holes? No, they're not. When did you start YouTube and how did you gain such a large following? I started YouTube in October, and like, people think, I don't know, I guess people just think that I did something extra to get more followers, but I literally just started posting and people started following me or subscribing to me. So I think the key would just be to be consistent, post a lot, and just keep posting. Do you prefer doing gel or acrylic nails? I only do acrylics. I don't do gel nails. Would you recommend using the Kiss line products for someone beginning, or do you have a brand that you would recommend for beginners? I've only used the Kiss product line one time, and that's when I first started doing nails. Like, that's the first thing I ever used, and it was horrible, but I'm pretty sure that they upgraded now. It's probably better. But if you're gonna start doing nails, I would recommend just go ahead and get the Mia Secret. It's really good for beginners. It doesn't dry super fast like other products, and it gives you a lot of time to work with it. So I would say go ahead and get the Mia Secret. Once again, it's on eBay. Y'all, can y'all see my sunburn? I just seen it in the camera, that's why I said it. But yeah, I would say just go ahead and get the Mia Secret. How much did it cost to get started with doing your nails? To be honest, I'm not sure. I remember my dad paid for everything, and then I just paid him back, but I can't remember how much it was. October of 2017. Yes, I started in October, and it just grew so fast. Like, even now, like, I'm surprised at how fast it's grown. Like, I didn't think that I was gonna do this good on YouTube. Are you afraid of hitting the wall? What? I don't know what you're talking about. Have you ever had a jelly pedicure? No, I actually got a pedicure yesterday. I met up with Jessica, which is one of my subscribers. I posted that I was in Miami and she reached out to me, so I hung out with Jessica and Jackie yesterday or Tuesday, and then yesterday I went back to Jessica to her shop and she did my pedicure and she did really good. Let me show you my polish. She did this really pretty yellow on my toes. Like I always do white, but I went ahead and did this yellow and it was really pretty. So Jessica, if you're watching, we had fun. Like she took me around, her and Jackie took me around Miami and just showed me a couple of places. We went out to eat and then the next day we met up again and she did my pedicure. Do you have any tips for preventing air bubbles when applying your nail tips? You just want to make sure, remember, if one tip is too small and the other one's too big, always go with the bigger one and just file the sides down. And when you glue the tip down, make sure you hold it down all the way. I also know you do pedicures, which is something I would never do, but how do you deal with nasty feet? I don't do pedicures. I don't do pedicures. I only polish toes. But I mean, people really know, like if their feet smell bad or something, they know. So they're not gonna let me do their toes if their feet stink. So I got the smallest Mia Secret set. It wasn't expensive and I used it and it's so good. Yes, so you can get like the starter kit from eBay, so I'll leave that link in the description. If you comment below, I'll look for it and I'll leave it down. Thank you, Michelle. I have on this little romper. I went to the ice cream museum and it was so pretty. Sasha said, I've learned so much from your videos. I just want to say thank you for the post, and I ordered my stuff, but it's not here yet to do nails, so I'm really excited for it to reach. That's good. Did you get everything, or what kit did you get? What are tips to get a set done faster? I've been trying so hard, but it takes me 2.5 hours. I would really say just time yourself, and then every time you do it, try to beat your time. That way you just keep getting faster and faster and faster. And see, for me, that worked because if you guys know, I was doing competitions, so we were always timed. So that's why I was able to get faster, because I was always practicing and practicing, trying to beat my time. Sorry, y'all, the housekeeper was here. Hey, Jessica. Oh, there's Jessica. She said, hey, boo, I'm watching. Had so much fun. Hope you still enjoying your vacation. Yes, girl, I ended up going to the ice cream museum earlier, I think at 11:30. And I came back. I'm letting my phone charge up a little bit, and then I'm going to go to the beach. Is it hot in Miami? No, it's really not that hot. It really feels good. I just bought the practice hand on eBay. How often should I practice? You need to practice as much as you can. That's really the only way to get better. Just keep practicing, practice, and keep practicing. That's the only way to get better. I mean, it's always the same technique, same process, but you just have to practice. Hold on. I'm sitting here saying that I need to let my phone charge, but I'm recording and it's not even on the charger. Okay. I'm gonna get off of here in a minute because let me see, my phone's about to die. Do you like the oval or flat brushes better? The ones that I'm using right now are oval. Once again, they are the Alpha brushes. Hey Sierra, thank you. What brand do you finish off with for shine? I use the IBD gel top coat, and it is a non-cleanse, so you don't have to go back and wipe it off, and it's really shiny. Yeah, I had to go buy me some freaking aloe vera gel because I'm so freaking sunburned. Like, you can see how red I am, and it burns so bad. I got the starter kit from Amazon. Here is the link. I know one thing, eBay and Amazon, they have a lot of acrylic kits for beginners, but To be honest, a lot of them suck. Like, they have everything you need, but you want to be careful and make sure that they're not the MMA acrylics, because those are really bad for your nails. If you don't know what MMA acrylic is, go look it up. It's like a dental acrylic, and they sell it for nails. That's why it's really cheap, so you want to be careful with that. Um, I am Nicole. I love your videos. Keep them coming, girl, and enjoy your vacation. Thank you, y'all. I'm actually going to be cutting my trip short. I was supposed to be leaving Monday, but I changed it to Friday because I had a freaking anxiety attack. I don't know what happened, but I was like, I have to go home. Like, my first night. So I ended up switching my flight to tomorrow, and now I kind of regret it. Like, now I don't want to leave, so I should have waited. But yeah, I ended up having to pay extra to change my flight, and then I had to, like, I'm basically gonna lose 2 nights here at the hotel. I'm gonna lose 2 nights of parking, so I'm losing a lot of money because of my little anxiety attack that I had. But oh well. Oh, let's see. Jessica, she said, wow, that's good. You got to go to the ice cream museum. Did you take pics? How was the pool of sprinkles? It must have been amazing. Yeah, it was really fun. I mean, the only thing I didn't like was, like, they basically, like, in the sprinkle pool, they time you. Like, we were literally in the pool for like 2 minutes, and then they started counting down, like, okay, y'all have 30 seconds. So I literally only took like 5 pictures, and then since I was by myself, I was having to ask people to take pictures, and it was annoying. But that really was the only thing they timed you on, which the sprinkle pool was the one I was most excited about, and I can't believe that they were like timing us to get out. But everything else, you could just walk around and take your time and take pictures. But yeah, it was fun. Diana said, thank you for everything that you have taught us. You are a genuine person, and you're gonna be a really good instructor. God bless. Thank you, Diana. How did you start with polish? Did you buy a whole bunch when you started? The very first time I bought polish, I did spend like $80 on polish. And once again, I was like 15 years old, so I just went to like the hair store, and they had like the $1 nail polishes, and I just bought like one of each, and that's it. Hey Jocelyn, she said hello from New Mexico. Thank you for all your tutorials. I've learned so much. I'm seriously looking into going to school. I enjoy your vacay and hope you feel better. Thank you. Do you do natural manicures without being able to see the tips through the acrylic? Should I use a cover pink to do a natural manicure without being able to see the tip? To make it look a little bit more natural, I would say blend the tip in the middle. That way it look like it's just her nail. Let me see. Lisa said, I love your work. Love from South Texas. Keep the videos coming. Thank you, girl. Don't get your nail kit from Amazon. It sucks big time. You just have to get the right one, because I mean, they have like OPI and Mia Secret and all that stuff, but don't get the ones that like come from China, because most of the time, once again, they are the MMA acrylic. Once again, if you don't know what MMA acrylic is, look it up and you will see pictures, and they are not cute. Somebody said, tú eres una de mis favoritas on YouTube, and I love your work. Thank you, Pati. What brand polish do you recommend? Really, to be honest, I have a little bit of everything. They're all good. You just need to be able to know how to polish the nails, and you can make any polish look good. Thank you, Heather. She said, I love your work. You always do a beautiful job. Thank you. D&D gel polishers are great quality and price. Yes, D&D is really good. The bottle is really big, and you get a regular polish and a gel polish for like $7, and they're really, really good. And then not too long ago, I found a website that had them for like $6. So just go on like Google and type in D&D polishes, and there's a website. I can't remember the name of it, to be honest. Is that it? Well, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm gonna get ready to go to the beach. I need to change, and I think that's it. Do you know if the lamp you have is going to be back in stock? To be honest, I don't know. I tried reaching out to them to see if it's going to be back in stock, and they never replied. But I do have another company that reached out to me, and they're going to be sending me some gel polishes and a lamp. So I'll let you guys know how that one is. And I think they are going to send me a promo code, so I'll give it to you guys once I do that review. It looks pretty nice, so hey, it might be my new favorite one. Yeah, y'all, so I'm about to get off of here. Somebody said, I know you said you had to look at the state laws for working from home. What was the process? I mean, it's different for everybody. Just kind of look it up and see what they require. Somebody said, enjoy your day. I hope watching. I keep watching. Don't forget your sunblock so you don't get burnt. Y'all, I am so sunburned. Like I said, like I literally couldn't even sleep. Every time I like turned over, it just hurt so bad. And I do have sunscreen, and once again I had to go get this freaking aloe vera gel, which is, what is this? Helps relieve the discomfort associated with sunburn, minor burns, wind burns, and chapped skin. And that's how much I've used in one day, and it still burns so bad. What's your question, Nicole? I mean, all the questions just keep going through, so I don't get to read all of them. Jessie said, love watching your videos. I have learned everything from you. Take care. Thank you, girl. Nicole, what's your question before I get off of here? Thank you, Sierra. Is eBay acrylic kits good? I would recommend the Mia Secret acrylic system. They do have kits for beginner, and you can find it on eBay, so make sure that you go check them out. How do you remove a nail tip if you've applied it crooked? Just cut it down, and then you can file some of it off, but if not, just wet a cotton ball with acetone, place it on the nail, and if you have the little clip for soaking off nails, or you can wrap it around an aluminum foil and it'll soak it off. Acrylic laying down next to the cuticle. What about it? Like, how do you wipe it off? Because if that's your question, then you just get your acrylic brush and clean around the cuticle area. And when you set it down, make sure that you like set it down and just brush down gently. Yeah, if you can't get, she said, Nicole said, I can't seem to keep it from going to the cuticle. Okay, that means that your acrylic is too wet. So whenever you dip your brush into the liquid, like dip it in, and before you take your brush out, wipe it off on the dapping dish to where it's not just dripping, and then you dip it into your powder and lay it on the nail. If it's too wet and it's running all over your cuticle, you need to make sure that, once again, you clean your brush off before you dip it into the powder. And it's just a matter of practicing. Everybody had that same problem, so just keep practicing and you'll get there. Thank you, Tara. She said, thank you so much for everything. I learned so much from you. You're amazing. Thank you. You're welcome, Nicole. So, yeah, guys, I'm about to get off of here. Once again, I'm about to go to the beach and go relax. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I answered everybody's questions. So, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.